Yo, what up, guys? This is your boy Kofi with KO Sports Talk back at with another video. And guys, you already know. Oh, hold on. You already know. Hold on. This is the NFL Divisional Round Pick Ems. Yes, this is the NFL Divisional Round Pick Ems. I didn't do the wild card pick 'ems, but yes, we are going to be doing our NFL playoff predictions. Last week, man, was just a crazy turn of events, man. That Chicago Bears game against the Green Bay Packers, them coming down from 21-3, just wild. We had Pittsburgh Steelers and the Houston Texans. Houston Texans defense literally shutting down Pittsburgh, and then leading to Mike Tomlin retiring, and the New England Patriots, just not really much to hear about. The LA Chargers, man, but another year of Justin Herbert not winning, another playoff game, choking. Lots of stuff going on in the NFL, and now we're gonna go on to this week. Oh, yeah, and the defending champions, which it wasn't really a surprise to me, the Philadelphia Eagles. Philadelphia Eagles being bounced in the first round. That really wasn't a surprise to me. But this is the NFL Divisional Round. Guys, lots of stuff going on. So before we start this video, guys, make sure to like and subscribe. Make sure to hit that notification bell where we get the latest and greatest in regards to not only NFL news, but Chicago Bears news, Chicago Cubs, Chicago Bulls. Even though Chicago Bulls are mediocre this season, they lost to the Nets, which really isn't a surprise because they suck. I don't know why, but they need to trade some of those pieces in Chicago Bulls. But that's neither here nor there. But let's get into this. Tomorrow, we got Saturday. It's January 17th. You got the Buffalo Bills versus the Denver Broncos. This is going to be a great game. Denver, of course, they're favored on this game. They're going to be hosting the Buffalo Bills. The Buffalo Bills last week beaten the Jacksonville Jaguars. It was a very close game. It seemed like Jacksonville was kind of in control of the game at first last week against the Buffalo Bills, but when you got Josh Allen at the helm with the Buffalo Bills, you already got a chance. And now that the Buffalo Bills, they don't got to worry about Patrick Mahomes. They don't got to worry about Joe Burrow. They ain't got to worry about Lamar Jackson. It seems like this is their shot to go to the Super Bowl. But Denver, they got a really stout defense. They got a really great team overall, led by Bo Nix and Sean Payton. They've done a great job this season. Bo Nix had a number of game-winning drives. He had about, 5 or 6 game-winning drives. I think that was tied for the lead. And the Denver Broncos defense, I believe, I'm not too sure. I think they had maybe 60 sacks this season, which was led by Nick Bonito. A couple of their guys out there. Zach Allen, he's been great, been very solid for this team. And you got that secondary that's led by Patrick Surtain Jr., bunch of dogs in the secondary, man. So this is going to be a really, really tough matchup for this Buffalo Bills team. Man, this is really tough for me. Damn. I think between these two teams, my mind is really my logical mind is going with the Denver Broncos due to the fact that they're more of a complete team, and they're just a better overall team than the Buffalo Bills. The Buffalo Bills, they got some holes on their wide receiver spot. Their secondary has got some holes, and I think this is going to be too much for the Buffalo Bills to overcome. But my heart is telling me not to not to bet against Josh Allen. Josh Allen, I mean, he's just a great quarterback. And I feel like if I pick the Denver Broncos, man, I think I'm going to be eating my words. But, man, dude, I think I'm going to go with Buffalo Bills. I think the reason why I'm going to go with Buffalo Bills is because, I mean, I think Josh Allen's going to find a way to win this game. I think this will be a very, very close game. These are two great teams, man. But, man, it's really going to be hard for me to bet against Josh Allen. Like, my mind is telling me to go for the Denver Broncos, but it's like, man, if I go against Josh Allen, man, I think I'm going to be eating my words. So I think just due to the fact because of that, I think I'm going to go to the Buffalo Bills, man. I'm going to go Buffalo Bills. This is going to be my upset pick of the week. I know Denver is more of a complete team than Buffalo, but sometimes when it comes to games like this, these like football is a game of destiny, and I get it. It's any given Sunday. There's a lot of parity in this. There's no really dominant team this year in the NFL, but man, I can't bet against Josh Allen, man. That dude is just clutch when it comes to the playoffs. I think he's like 6-0 in his first two rounds of the. I think he's like 6-0 in his first two rounds or whatever of his playoff career. And so, man, I think if I do bet against Josh Allen, I think I'm going to eat my words. But I'm going to go Buffalo Bills to win this game. So give me the Buffalo Bills to win that game. The next game, we got the San Francisco 49ers versus the Seattle Seahawks. Seahawks are favored by 7 points. I think Sam Darnold, he indicated that he's going to play this game. He's going to be playing this game against the San Francisco 49ers. They're talking about how he had an oblique injury and that he's really good to go. In San Francisco, of course, they're coming off of a win, a close win against the Philadelphia Eagles. They're not going to have George Kittle, so that's going to be very, very difficult. Hey, guys, what's up, January? I think this game, I'm going to give the edge to Seattle. I think Seattle is just a better team overall this game. I think that the absence of George Kittle is really going to affect the San Francisco 49ers defense. And you definitely saw what happened the last game of the regular season. You definitely saw what happened against the San Francisco 49ers when they didn't have George Kittle on the field. I mean, their defense was just literally just snuffing him out. Whatever they did, they stopped their running game. They snuffed out their running game. They snuffed out their passing game. I mean, Seattle's just a complete defense overall. Brock Purdy, like they were just pressuring Brock Purdy all game long. And I think that's going to continue. That's even going to be worse because they're going to be playing in Lumen Field. We already know how crazy it gets in Lumen Field. And so it's really going to be difficult for San Francisco to win this game. I think this is going to be Sam Darnold's first playoff win in Lumen Field. So give me Seattle to win that game against the San Francisco 49ers. It pains me to say this. Oh, man, because, you know, I got my Bears, you know, and then Seattle, man, they're just one of the more complete teams besides the Rams this season, you know. I mean, they got a great run game. They got a good defense led by Leonard Williams. They got a good secondary, good backfield, Zach Charbonnet, and who's that other guy? It's Zach Charbonnet and Kenneth Walker. Yeah, Kenneth Walker. Those guys, they're really good. So I think it's going to be really difficult for, especially because they don't. Even though their defense has been playing well, San Francisco, I think the buck stops here, man. And I just don't think there is going to be enough to overcome, you know, overcome the Seattle Seahawks team, man. I think they're just really too damn good, bro. And they're playing at home. It will be a shock for me. It will be a shock if Seattle loses this game. But, you know, it's the NFL, so anything can happen. Next game, we got the Houston Texans versus New England. This is going to be in New England. New England is favored by 3 points. This is another great matchup. New England is a good team uh, um, led by Drake May and Mike Variable. Mike Variable has done a great job with that team. But like I said, specifically with Drake May. Drake May has been playing at an MVP level so far this season. I think New England kind of struggled against the Chargers last week. Really did struggle. They really didn't score until like toward the end of the game, toward the fourth quarter. And so it's really going to be a really tough challenge for New England. This is going to be a tall task for New England, even though they're going to be playing at home. It's going to be a tall task. So I'm a little bit surprised New England is favored. Houston Texans got a formidable defense. Aside from Seattle, I think Houston, aside from Seattle and Denver, I think Houston has the best defense in the league. I think they have, if not one of the best, if not one of the best defenses in the league. That's led by Will Anderson. Will Anderson Jr. He's had a breakout season. Danielle Hunter has been having a crazy season. You got Derek Stingley Jr. in the backfield. Those guys are they're nasty. You got Al Shahir. All those guys, they're gonna come hungry, man. They're gonna come hunting. They're gonna be smelling blood in the water against New England. And New England, they struggle against these good defenses. And I think that's going to continue. And so I'm going to have Houston win this game. I think this will be a close game. This will be like a 21-17 type of game, a low-scoring game. I'm going to have it the under 40. I think this will be like a 20-17 type of game. Even Vegas agrees with me. And I think it will be. So I'll give me Houston Texans to win this game against the New England Patriots 21-17. I think they win closely, and I think they win in a defensive battle against the New England Patriots. And then finally, we got the Chicago Bears, man. The Chicago Bears versus Los Angeles Rams. This is going to be in Soldier Field. Los Angeles Rams are favored by 4.5 points. And understandably so, of course. On paper, Los Angeles Rams are a better team compared to Chicago Bears. They've had high expectations coming into the season. They had Super Bowl hopes on this upcoming season. It was kind of a little bit disappointing that they are the 5th seed. They, kind of stumbled against some of these teams like Carolina. They allowed Carolina to hang in that game. I don't know why. In the previous game before that, they allowed the Arizona Cardinals to hang with them. And so they're going to be going up against a really great team at Chicago Bears. Chicago Bears, they've had 7 come from behind wins. And so the Los Angeles Rams, they're going to have their hands full because this is not like those other teams. Like they're not the Carolina Panthers. They're not the Arizona Cardinals. They got a really good coaching staff in Ben Johnson and Caleb Williams. Caleb Williams, he's had a breakout season, 3,900 yards in the regular season, 27 touchdowns. He's had a passer or a QB rating, I think 56, which was 18th. And including the playoffs, he's had over 4,000. So he's the first Bears QB to do it. And of course, coming from that 21-3 lead against the Packers, that was I think it was the second or third most in NFL history, man. And the best in franchise history, coming down 18 down. So this is going to be a tall task for Los Angeles Rams, and they're facing the Chicago Bears in bear weather. Bear weather is real. You already know Matthew Stafford. I think he's like 1-9 with temperatures below 30 degrees. 30 degrees or more, I think he's like 2-2 in cold weather. Or no. I'm sorry. Not Matthew Stafford. Sean McVay is 2-2 his last 4 games in cold weather. And so this is going to be a difficult task for Los Angeles. I mean, it is going to be a difficult task for the Chicago Bears as well. They're going up against Puka Nacua and Devontae Adams, Kobe Parkinson. They got a great like I said, they got a great tight end tandem. Hold on. Who's their tight ends? Oh yeah, Tyler Higbee and Kobe Parkinson. Those guys, they're very good. They're very good tight ends. So their linebackers, their secondary is going to have to tighten up. They got to get pressure to Matthew Stafford. They got to do a better job at focusing on the details, stopping the run, and just tightening up. I know their run game is not good, and so we're going to have to make this team one-dimensional. We're going to have to really get to Matthew Stafford, really rattle him, really make him feel old if we want to beat this Los Angeles Rams team. But I think this will be a close game. I'm not too sure if it's going to be over. I have this game like 24-20. I think this will be a close game. I think it's just going to come down to the final possession. And I think the defense for the Chicago Bears is really going to win it against the Los Angeles Rams. I think it's going to be like last year, how it was against the Philadelphia Eagles. It was 28-22, and then the Rams were marching down the field, but they ended up coming short. I think it's going to be that type of game. But I'm going to have the Chicago Bears win this game and advancing to the NFC Championship. I just think that I get it. The Rams are a great team, but man, the Rams just struggle in these types of weathers, and it's really going to be hard for me to have this Rams pulling a win against the Chicago Bears. A lot of people saying, "Oh, the Rams are going to put 50 points against the Bears." No, I don't think it's going to be that way. I think this will be a close game because that ball is going to be hard. It's going to be extremely, extremely cold, and it's really going to be unbearable. And it's specifically the Rams. They're not going to be able to adapt to this type of weather at all. Sean McVay was talking about putting in ice bath waters, which is I think is stupid, bro. Like that's not going to really help out this team, like at all. It's not going to help out this team. Like you gotta, if you really want to compete against the Chicago Bears, you got to at least come a week in advance, probably practice at a high school field in Chicago Bear cold weather if you want to have a chance at beating the Chicago Bears team. I know Ben Johnson has been preparing this team to compete against the Los Angeles Rams. There are reports of them not having any type of heaters at all during practice. They're doing a lot of intense practices so their bodies can get acclimated to this. And I think that's going to be a big, big, big advantage for the Chicago Bears team. And a lot of people are going to be surprised. I would be surprised if Chicago Bears lose. I would be definitely surprised if they lose. But guys, that's all that I have for you guys today. Those are all my schedule predictions. Let me know if you agree or disagree with some of my predictions. And yeah, hopefully my Chicago Bears will be able to advance to the NFC Championship game. And yeah, man, we'll just go for them. I will be streaming that Chicago Bears Los Angeles Rams stream. It's going to be 3:30 Pacific time, 5:30 Central time. And if you are in the East Coast, it's going to be 6:30 Eastern time. So make sure you check your local listings and all that to make sure you stay up to date on some of these NFL games. But guys, those are all my schedule predictions that I have for you guys today. Stay tuned for more, and I will see you guys next time. All right, guys. Peace.